So I've been seeing a lot of videos that women have been creating around jealous friends or the light bulb moment going off where you realize you're in the wrong friend group. And I want to talk about that through the lens of your abundance. When I say abundance, just a caveat here, I'm not necessarily talking about your money or your income. I think that that's an aspect of abundance. But I think that we can't really give people that much power. We can't say I'm around the wrong people and so I'm not making as much money or they're blocking my money from showing up for me. It's more so that when you're around the wrong people and you're kind of steeped in other people's energy, that you're not really reaching your full potential that you can with your life. And that blocks the abundance from showing up. I also think part of this is an age thing. I feel like the moment I turned 30, I stopped giving a fuck and I stopped like people pleasing and surrounding myself with the wrong people and not reciprocating friendships that weren't reciprocating to me. A lot of times when you're realizing you're in the wrong friend group, that's simply just maturing, right? It's actually very natural for us to outgrow certain relationships in our life. And we also don't need to really demonize that chapter of our life either, right? Just because something no longer resonates doesn't mean it's automatically bad. That friendship probably served you for that period of your life, and now it's no longer serving you, right? And it's actually draining you at this point. So it's time to do something about it. A lot of times, this can be healing within yourself and waking up to the toxic dynamic, right? You might look around one day and go, oh, wow, I'm in the middle of like a drama triangle. I'm in the middle of like this horrible toxic dynamic. I didn't see it until today, and now I can't unsee it. This has happened with family members that I wasn't in contact with for 10 plus years, got in contact with them, and the way they were operating, the way they were communicating was just like very outdated. And it wasn't how our family communicated anymore. But they were used to a different time period in which we were more toxic. And so this happens all the time with every relationship that we're in. But the way that this really affects your abundance is, and the way this could affect your money is that when old energies need to leave, but you're not releasing your attachment or you're not letting them leave, it can start to really weigh down your energy field. Something else you have to pay attention to is when you're friends with someone or you're constantly communicating with someone, you are allowing them into your energy field. And as you awaken, you need to be more and more protective over who is allowed to tap into your energy, who is permitted to be in your energy field. And the way you know if it's really a good time to let go of that person is if you think about ending that friendship or ending that relationship, do you feel your energy immediately lift? Does it feel like a weight off of your shoulders? That's your guidepost right there. That's the only thing you need to know, because reciprocal relationships shouldn't feel heavy. Reciprocal relationships shouldn't feel like you're weighed down by the energy of the other person. And I think that what this requires is us tapping back into our own auras, tapping back into our own energy field, and really viewing our physical bodies also as this receiver and this emitter of our energy. I'm also a 4/6 in human design, so network is extremely important to me. And one of the affirmations that I used for years in my business is that my network always takes care of me, because I find that when I'm surrounded by people that are positive, when I'm surrounded by people that are focused on the same type of things that I'm focused on, then my network really is my net worth. My network really is my wealth. I receive referrals in my business through my network. People know me and they trust me, which in business is one of the most important things. If you're going to be self-employed, that's one of the most important things, is people need to trust you. And then the last aspect of this is you recognizing, especially if you're building a personal brand or you have a business or whatever your goals are, people are going to associate you by the people that you surround yourself with, whether you like it or not. Most people are going to lump you into the group of the people that you surround yourself with. And so if you're noticing that you're not aligning with other people's values, you're no longer aligning with the type of things that your friends are doing, right? Like, let's say your friends are going out to the bar every single weekend and getting blackout drunk, but you're trying to get sober. Does that really align anymore? If you hang out with people that do that, whether you drink or not, you are going to be lumped into that group of people and you are going to be associated by that group of people. So it's really about breaking out of this paradigm that friendships are supposed to be forever, or you're supposed to be connected with someone for forever. Because I think a lot of people that have that type of mentality also don't think that relationships are supposed to be reciprocal. They don't think it's supposed to be an energy exchange. They think that that's like a tit for tat kind of energy, which it definitely can be. However, you have to understand that every relationship is an exchange. And if you are receiving nothing from it for a long time, for months or years, you have to really sit there and wonder why you are participating in the relationship.